If you do not have a dehydrator just yet, guess what? You have a partner. And my name is Yanoki. But if you find yourself in Africa, we have the sunshine. Definitely blessed with the word. So in here is turmeric, which is known to help with Alzheimer's diseases, help prevent cancer, boost our immune system, and lower our cholesterol. Turmeric stains a lot, so I'm not going to peel this. I'll just cover it and crush it with my grinder. This is what we have. I'll spread this on my parchment paper and then leave it in the sun to dry. Turmeric is not so popular on our Ghanaian local market, but you can mostly find it where ginger is being sold. I'm going to do the same thing to my ginger and see the effects of the turmeric color on the ginger. And let's just say peeling ginger is such a task. Yeah, I'm giving excuses for being lazy to peel the ginger. So after 3 days of drying this, guess what? My toddler mixed it for me. This wasn't the main idea. I wanted to have them separately. So I blend this into powder using my mill, and this is what we have. So what was meant to be turmeric powder and ginger powder is now a combination of ginger and turmeric powder. I don't mind having the two of them. Now after sieving them, I'm able to gather all the peels from the ginger and turmeric. Since I have a combination of both, I wanted the ginger to be more, so I did another batch of just ginger, and I'm going to mix this with what I've already done. This right here is just the effects of me drying my ginger and turmeric in the sun for 3 days. Now you have these fibers from the ginger, and then as I mentioned earlier, the peels of them. So what I did now is blended the two of them together, and then I am sieving it for the last time. I then store them in my jars or containers for later use. As simple as that. Next on our list is some onions. Just grab some, peel them, cut them into pieces, spread on a parchment paper or a tissue, and leave them out in the sun to dry. After I let them out in the sun for 1 day, they shrunk nicely, but the weather was acting up and I needed more days to dry this. This is how it looks when it is not dried properly. So I put this in my oven, and then they came out looking this nice, this crispy, smelling, and extra nice. I blended this. Ta-da! Here we have our onion powder. Now I have another alternative. Do you have a halogen oven? Well, then you don't need the sunshine. You can just dry your onions in your halogen oven. So I set my halogen oven at 125 degrees Celsius for 60 minutes. After 30 minutes, I just decided to give it a good stir. Yeah, because I loaded it. After 1 hour, they are dry, but not completely dry. I want them very crispy, so I give it 30 more minutes. And then again, we have our onion powder, not the white one that you see. Maybe we should call it smoked onion powder. I did the same thing with my garlic. I also gave this 125 degrees Celsius for 1 good hour. Now, this part of the halogen oven, I was trying it out, but then it just blows air. Nothing happens, it does not heat up. So yeah, take note of that. The lowest that you can use on my halogen oven is 125. Now I checked this, they are not crispy, they are not dried enough, so I give it 1 more hour and then decided to check it again. This is what we have, quite crispy. Yeah, I'm able to break it easily. Maybe you should cut yours smaller, it may take lesser time. So I blend this again, and here we are. This smells so good. Well, I decided to add the onion powder to the garlic powder. I use both most of the time anyway, and the bottle is big enough for the two, so just shook it. These red bell peppers are locally grown, so they don't look as vibrant and as big as the foreign ones I grabbed from the market. It was just 2 cedis, and this is real paprika I also grabbed. You may have seen that in my market trip video. So I cut that. I'm also going to spread that and leave it out in the sun. This also took 1 day to dry. No, it didn't dry completely. What you see is my store-bought paprika container. I've exhausted it, so I'm just going to wash it and then wait for it to finish dry. Now it didn't dry completely, so I placed it in my halogen oven for just 15 minutes under the lowest heat, 125 degrees Celsius, and I blended this. I have my paprika powder, guys. I do exactly the same. No, smoked paprika powder. Again, I'm going to put this in my recycled bottle and store it for later use. How good is that? I also have with me some coriander seeds, which may help lower our blood sugar, benefit our heart health, protect our brain health, may fight infections, protect our skin, and it's also easy to add to our diet. So I roasted this for just a minute or two to activate the flavors and oils in them, and then I blended it. Roasting your seeds also help remove any type of moisture, which in turn will extend the long shelf life of your spice. I saved this, and what was left was not significant and it wasn't rough, so I just added everything and blended it one more time, and then I am putting it in my bottle or my spice containers. I'm using this for so many recipes. I'm just so happy exploring all the spices, and I can't wait to share all of them with you. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Let me know if this video was helpful in the comment section below, and kindly support me by subscribing to my channel if you haven't. Stay safe and stay blessed, fam. Love you.